So here we are with Ricardo Concepcion. Huepa! Yay! I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. My third episode. 3 is my favorite number. Welcome. And again, I'm just so happy that you're here and we get to talk and learn a little bit more about each other, opposed to seeing each other in a film or in class or having a drink somewhere. We had such a good time, by the way, that little get-together at Suzanne's house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I fell in love with your wife, Elaine. Yay!
It was good.
You guys are good people.
That was a good time.
Good people.
We got to do it again.
Yeah, we have to do it again. Yeah, we have to do it again.
That's
And we
great.
will. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get into it.
When somebody asks my name, do I say Ricardo or Ricardo?
Oh, interesting.
Which is interesting, right? Do I
Yeah.
say it in English? Do I say it in Spanish?
Do you find yourself, depending on who is asking, that you will answer it in a certain way? Or do you always answer it differently according to?
Yeah, so if it's somebody who is Spanish, Ricardo.
Right,
Even if they're asking me in English.
right.
Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Your name is
So
Ricardo.
Right.
I've answered Ricardo and they're like, Ricardo? Oh, okay, yeah.
Right, yeah, I love it. Someone recently, I've never had this said to me ever in my life, and it stopped me in my tracks when they innocently, right, came over to me with care and said, Lisa, are you okay? We're talking about ICE now. And I says, yeah, why? They says, I'm worried about you. Are you scared that someone's going to stop you and take you away? And at first I was like, no, why? For the first time, I saw how someone was looking at me.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it pissed me the fuck off. And I don't care if you look at me as a Latina, because that is who I am. I am a New Yorican from the Bronx, right? If you're looking at me in a different way, and if that means to you that I don't belong here, and there's even an inkling of a possibility that somebody will say, you don't belong here, oh, I got big words for you right now.
So, Lisa, I've been kind of struggling with the rehearsal room.
Okay, tell me why.
Like the same feeling that I had in AWS.
Right,
When I first started in AWS,
right,
I had this immense fear
right,
of being behind the camera. It was really bad.
right,
Over time, I got over that fear.
right.
Going to the rehearsal room, they kind of changed the way you do things. With co-reading there, they want you to read the script fast enough to be conversational, so it could seem like it's fluid. I'm not used to reading out loud at all. Whenever I read a book, I read it in my head.
Right.
I have these voices in my head when I'm reading. Translating that to reading out loud and sounding natural was really difficult for me. It's a really big challenge for me. Sometimes I sit outside and I'm like, do I want to go inside? Do I want to put myself there? But because it's something that I fear, then I know that I'm in the right place.
That's right.
I have to do it. I have to overcome that.
Right.
Just keep putting myself in that situation so that in the future that kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Very similar to AWS.
Yeah.
I struggle sometimes with creating a character that's different than myself. I tend to put myself in that character. Although I'm playing a character, I'm really playing myself.
Which is good.
Which is interesting. I don't know if that translates well, but my favorite characters are evil, menacing characters. And I'm
Right.
far from that
Right.
in
But you're
reality,
comfortable.
but I love it.
Yeah.
Those are the roles that I want to play.
Right, right. Have you played anything close to that?
In Infernal,
Uh-huh.
I play a warrior.
Right.
Killing people is another day for me,
Yeah.
and I enjoy it. I enjoy
Yeah.
doing that.
They put it up on Instagram. And of course, I recognized your hair and all. And I thought, okay, here he comes. Here he comes. Your dress was so well. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved it. Mark's also, I loved his dress. I loved everyone's dress, but there was some standout ones. I wasn't sure what you stabbed. Oh, more than an ouch. It was so powerful, so commanding that
Love it.
I hope everyone sees it when it comes out.
Yeah.
I hope you do a lot more of those because, yeah, I can
So
totally
do
see
I.
you in that. Yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
That's the genre that I want to get into.
Yeah, yeah.
That armor was actually my armor.
Was it really? How did you have that armor?
I love cosplay. I love dressing up. I love the power you feel. You kind of transform into that character when you cosplay.
Right.
It's something I used to do with my daughter. So
Right.
we would dress up. We'd go to Comic-Con.
Nice.
So it was Jon Snow one year, Aquaman one year.
Nice.
You could see my daughter also transform when she put on a cosplay. She was that character.
Right.
Her whole demeanor changed.
Right.
It's one of the reasons why I got into acting. I was watching Game of Thrones one night with my wife. She looks over at me and she says, "You could be on Game of Thrones." I'm like, "Oh, I would love to be
Yeah.
on Game of Thrones." And
now,
then
is
I
that when
looked
you
up.
guys were living here?
We were
or-
living here,
Right,
in California. So I looked up acting schools and I joined AWS like a month after that.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's how I started,
Yay.
yeah.
Yeah. You joined AWS about a year and a half ago,
Year and a half,
and you've been in California for how long?
almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. Prior to that, you are a East Coast
New Yorican,
New Yorican. Yeah. Which borough?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house.
Born and raised
Born
in
and
Brooklyn,
raised
New
in
York.
Brooklyn, yeah. Right. Well, we got the bees, right? The
Yeah.
boroughs and the bees. Brooklyn,
Yeah,
Bronx.
I was there until my 30s.
Your 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then moved out to Queens and Long
Right.
Island.
Nice.
I was working at a company that allowed you to work anywhere in the States remotely.
Nice. Right.
And initially, I wanted to move to Florida because everybody from New York moves
Yeah,
down to
right.
Florida.
Yeah.
My wife was like, hell no, we're not.
Oh, good.
We're not
Nothing
moving
against
to
Florida,
Yeah.
but
She's like, hell no, we're not moving there.
Yeah,
But then
too
we
humid.
chose San Diego. I actually never visited San Diego prior to looking for homes
really?
here.
Did you visit California
Yes.
prior to?
Yeah, I used to go to San Francisco a lot.
Okay. Oh,
for
wow.
work.
So not even Southern California then?
Nope.
Wow.
I heard through the grapevine that San Diego had the best weather,
Mhm.
great schools, so we decided to move here. I'm at that age where I'm like, okay, cool,
Let's
let's
try
try
it.
it. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
try it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Ne-
We'll move back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't think you will.
No.
I don't think.
no,
And
no,
if you
no.
do, you do, right? 'Cause I
I
never
go back.
say never because my life sometimes you never know where it's going to lead me to. So.
I go back to New York in November for the
Mhm.
holidays.
Right.
I can't wait to get back here.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think growing up there, you kind of get used to it.
Right.
You experience something else somewhere else. It kind of opens your eyes
Yeah.
to what's possible.
So you would dress up cosplay. You would do Comic-Con out in New York.
Mhm.
Never really entertained the thought of acting, but you loved the costume aspect. Made you feel like a character, and you liked
Mhm.
that particular character. So you're now in California, randomly watching Games of Thrones,
Mhm.
and your beautiful wife looks at you, and she says, "Babe, you are sexy enough to be in that movie," right?
Yes.
And that's all it took. That was it.
That's all it took.
That's why.
Yeah, so I was in between jobs. So
Right.
I have the time, might as well do it. I look at it in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try acting. That works out great.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, what I gain from it is being more comfortable public speaking,
Right.
being more comfortable behind the camera. I've always had a fear of public speaking. My whole demeanor changes when that little red button
Mhm.
turns on.
Yeah.
So I want to put myself in a situation where I kind of get rid of that fear.
Right.
And so it's a win-win. If
Yeah, it is.
acting works out, cool. If it
Yeah.
doesn't, I still learn something.
That's right.
That's the way I live my life now.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Acting is such a wonderful tool for anyone who, of course, wants to act, does public speaking, and they want to be comfortable for work purposes. Even if they're writers, one of the writers that I did so far 2 short films with, J.L. Shada, he's fantastic. He came to AWS one time. I thought he was a great actor, man. It turned out that he just wanted to, I'm not in his head, see the vibe of the actors, if he was going to be writing, what he was going to be working with, I guess. So he was only there for one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, for one day. And he did an awesome scene. I forget the other guy's name, who was a great actor. He played Jamie Foxx in this football. I'm so bad. I know I should be better. He played
Given
that
Sunday?
part
I
good.
don't know.
But yes. Any Given Sunday? Was that,
Is that-
Any
I don't
Given
know.
Sunday?
We'll
I think
see.
so. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm the same way.
Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
yeah.
But he did so well. I thought, oh my God, that guy's so good. And I was really happy for him and couldn't wait to see more of him and maybe even possibly work with him in a scene.
Right.
But it turned out, of course, he was a writer and I was lucky enough. And I hope I can do some other things with him as well because I just love his writing. Some people have a niche and his is just dark. Like you don't even see it coming. His endings are a punch. You're like, oh shit, did you see? Oh
Those
my
are the
God.
best.
And I love that, you know? You had asked me why I was actually doing some of these YouTube podcasts, whatever these are going to wind up being.
Yeah.
And my first thought was generosity because we are so new, and I can totally speak for myself. I am so new. What a thrill it is to be at any age and do this, whether I was 21, though everyone should know I wanted to do this since I'm 5 years old. And I'm very grateful and lucky that what I have done and what I'm still doing, I still have passion for. I just love it. But I thought, you know, there've got to be people who are not in California, not in New York or Atlanta or Chicago
Right.
or Canada. That dream must seem so far away from them. So I really thought if they could see us younger, greener actors talking and what we're able to do to fill our bottle, our cup, the passion and live it out
Yeah.
and feel good about it, whatever it does, you know, the chills, the vibe, the energy, the motivation. I wanted to do that for somebody living going elsewhere. That was the initial reason. I think generosity would be the first thing because I work so much and I want to be everywhere. If I could do all of this, only acting and be in this world, I would do it. I would be so hyper-focused on it because I can be hyper-focused on so many things. I could be so hyper-focused on this, but I can't. So I have to work and I have to do this and I have to do that. So I just thought, let me bring a little bit of our tribe together and see how we can even motivate each other and learn from each other and put the glue and stay with that, you know? Let's talk about fear a little bit because I would imagine you just came to California. You're in San Diego. It's been a year and a half. You go to AWS. You've never done it before. You never really thought about acting before. For you, it's like, oh shit, this is like a new fear. This is heavy. How did you feel comfortable being uncomfortable?
Probably one of the reasons why I never considered acting was probably the fear of being behind the camera or being in front of other people, remembering my lines and kind of being judged for that. It's probably one of the reasons why I didn't consider it because I love cosplay. I love telling stories in that aspect. When I started AWS, I remember feeling so nervous that I would feel sick. My hands would shake. And I would see it in other people too, like their hands tremble when they hold the script. You can't get the words out. You start to sweat. You start to get hot flashes. You go to the bathroom and you're putting cold water on your face. I remember that.
Yeah, cotton mouth.
Yeah.
I get cotton mouth all the time. I probably have a little bit of it now.
Yeah, I didn't fully overcome that, but one of the ways it made it easier to handle was repetition. I was taking one class a week and I thought that wasn't enough. Like I'm still pooping my pants when I'm up there. And it's simple. Like I'm literally looking at a script and looking at a camera, right? Who would think that that would give you so much fear and anxiety? 6 foot, 200 pounds, right? And this little camera in front of me scares me, right? It's like, what's going on? So I started taking 2 classes a week just to put myself in the situation more. I changed my mindset. If it scares me, then I'm in the right place. I need to do this so that I can overcome it.
Yeah.
That's the way I live my life ever since that revelation, that change.
Yeah.
So if it scares you, then you're in the right place.
You're in the right place. I would say the initial classes at AWS with Mark, and he's amazing. And speaking of fear, anyone who has any fear, he kind of talks you right out of that without you even realizing it because he's so entertaining himself.
So good.
And he's like, come on up here. Come on. And you're like, okay. And then you're like, oh shit. You know, I can't talk now. You know, I have cotton mouth. But he's really fantastic with that. And they do so much in that basic foundation class. I think Rob likes to say the foundation class. And I feel so lucky to have had that experience with them because now that we've had the experience of going to other schools, they're not all the same. And that's great because you pick up different things. But shit, you're fearful. First day in class, you got 3 cameras. We're going to see ourselves. You're going to be the cameraman. Now you're this, you're that. What was a myth or something that you put onto yourself, that you got into your head, that you found out, you know what? This is not as bad as I thought it was going to be after all. We were cameramen, audience participants, scene players. We did monologues.
I think seeing other people struggle probably sounds shitty, but...
No, because it's the commonality, right?
When I see people as good or not as good as I perceive myself to be, that encourages me. I'm not as bad as I think. So it's all internal perception. When people have fear, it's not really a particular person that they're afraid of their judgment. It's all in their head.
We're going to stay with fear for a little bit, okay? You're acting in front of people. We have to pretend like they're not there. They are dissecting us, just like we do to them. Not in a negative way, of course. But we have a watchful eye is all. But we are trained to not see them. And we don't. At least I don't know.
When you're acting?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
We don't see them.
They don't exist.
Yeah, they really don't.
In the beginning, it did. It felt like there was eyes on me.
Yeah.
But once you get comfortable, when you start acting, everybody disappears. Like a shadow goes over them. And it's just you and your partner in that scene.
Yeah.
So interesting how that happens, right?
After class, we have a little bit more experience as we go along. And now we start to audition. We need to do self-tapes. And then we need to produce a reel. What did you find was a little bit more fearful for you? Auditioning, self-tape, auditioning live in front of someone? I want to ask you, when you had to release your reel, so you're putting out your work and people can see it, which was a little bit more intimidating for you, if any of them?
I think in person. Once my reel goes out, I don't think about it ever again. So in person is probably the hardest for me anyway, because you don't get a second chance. It's one and done.
Right.
Somebody said, you do your best audition on your way home from an audition.
Yeah. That's so true, right?
Right?
That is so
it's like,
true.
oh man, I messed up. I should have did this. I should have said this.
Yes. So
it's
much
easy to
clearer.
get in your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you keep dwelling on that, then you'll drive yourself crazy. So you kind of have to just forget about it.
Yeah.
And be okay with rejection.
Right.
Rejection in this industry is something that you have to learn right away and not take it personal.
I've been in sales, so rejection, that was expected. Who cares about that? When you are acting now, for all of your experience that you had back east, how did that help you develop into any of the characters that you are now playing?
I grew up in Brooklyn in the 80s, different times. The biggest takeaway from living in New York was diversity. When I went to high school with almost every nationality. And I've met people that went to high school in, let's say, Pennsylvania. I was the only Asian person in my school. I was the only Black person in my school. And it wasn't like that growing up. So I think getting used to being around different cultures and people really helps. I'm at that age where the experiences that I've had in life help me with situations that come up in acting.
Right.
So breakups, heartbreaks.
Having kids.
Yeah.
Parents.
I've gone through all of that.
Yeah.
I've gone through a lot of different experiences. So I think it's easier to get into acting when you're older, when you have those experiences, because you can relate to the characters that you're presented.
Exactly. Yeah. You have like a reference.
Yeah, because if you don't know a particular
you have to have a
scenario,
great imagination.
It's like, how do I embody this without actually knowing?
Yeah.
I've never been through that.
So cosplay, right? Because we talk a lot about that.
Yeah.
If there was a role that you would want to play forever, even something that you have never played, would it be what?
Anything with armor.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's why I love Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones spinoff would be a dream.
Well, I totally see you in that.
there.
Yeah. Well, that's going to happen for you.
Hence the look.
Yes.
I even took horseback riding lessons just to prepare myself
Yes.
just in case.
Get it ready,
Just
baby.
in case. I
That's
also
right.
started taking sword fighting.
Yes, I know. I remember that. Yeah.
Just to have it on my resume.
Yeah, that's
Preparation meets
opportunity. Yeah,
right?
that's right. Mark, right, from AWS, he's always told us this. If you want something, don't wait for it, right? With that, do you ever look at some of these movies and see who those casting agents are and maybe send your reel to them or your resume or reach out to them?
I haven't because the roles that I'm doing now are going to be the demo reels that I send to them. I have a few things that I worked on. They're still editing it. It's going to take some time. Hopefully next year I'll get those so that I could present those. Because the stuff that I've done does not relate to what I want to do.
Right.
I basically did that just to get experience behind a camera, learn the industry. I think student films is really good with that because they're learning. Some of them are amazing. Some of them get really great equipment and the footage is pretty usable, but it's not the reel that I would want to send.
Right. When you are in front of the camera, what are the times that you feel this feels really good? You're nervous the whole time. Maybe that didn't make you feel good. What is it you found that you must have in order for you to be 100% comfortable?
I over prepare. It's probably a detriment, especially with acting when you overdo your material.
When you practice too much?
Yeah. You practice your material. I've heard a lot of actors say, read through your material to understand the person and then you throw it away.
Right.
And I've always felt like, well, we kind of have a script to go by. It's hard to throw it away when you have to come back. But they're like, no, but if you embody the character, that character would say that naturally. I'm still not there. For me, preparing, knowing my lines, I think I'm good with improv. If the person doesn't say their line right or if they say something different, like a riff.
Right.
I'm probably more comfortable with not scripted words. When it's scripted, I feel like it kind of limits me a little bit.
Yes.
I've done improv as well.
Yeah, that's right.
I do everything.
Yeah, I love it.
Just to get a little taste of everything.
Exactly, yeah.
Put that on the resume. Oh, check.
That's right,
check.
yeah.
Because you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
So life is all about experiencing new things.
And learning, yeah.
And be like, I like that. No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And you can just check it off.
Yeah.
I've seen other actors state that they still have anxiety. These are award-winning actors and actresses, right? And they still struggle with imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Right? Can you imagine that? Like,
yeah.
Winning awards, everybody's saying how amazing you are, but then deep down you're like, I'm an imposter. They haven't seen through the veil. I really don't belong here. And so knowing and hearing other people that are successful feel that makes it more okay for me to feel that. It's not just me.
That's right. Yeah. It's normal.
So I was very fortunate. I worked at Facebook Facebook for 7 years.
Right. Oh, you know the
Worked
inside.
at Facebook. This was like early on when they
When it first started.
And then I worked at Pinterest
Oh, nice.
for 8 years. Had the opportunity to travel. London, Dublin, Berlin, Paris,
Yes.
everywhere on the East Coast.
Yes.
Just experiencing different cultures.
Yes.
One of my biggest recommendations for people is to travel.
Absolutely.
And see how other people live.
I was an international makeup artist. Lipstick is so powerful no matter where you go. You got to meet so many different people. Yeah.
Why did you stop that?
I had a second child later in
I
life.
see.
I fooled myself. I really thought that I could find someone to travel with me and my newborn to go to Australia to do an event. What was I thinking? Who the hell did I think I was? I was an employee. So no, I can't do that. So I had to, first of all, be a stay-at-home mom because I was really ready to pick up my son at 30 days old, find somebody to come with me because they had requested me to go to Australia to do an event. One of the girls that I used to work with, Deb Norton, if she's listening, she advised me, Lisa, you need to forget about how your life once was because your life is different now. That took some adjusting. But I wound up working with doctors, plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and then I realized I can do this on my own. And so then I opened up my own business. And it was great being a mom, have your own schedule and all that stuff.
Being a mom. You really have to love children. If you're going to have kids,
Right.
you have to look at children and say, man, I love this thing. I love everything that comes with it. I
Right.
love the fact that I'm at their beck and call.
Right.
I don't sleep. Everything
Right.
revolves around them. Your whole life changes
Right.
to revolve around them. And if you don't particularly like that, it's probably not in the cards. Right?
There are all different kind of moms, right? So you have those crafty mamas. There's parts of me that I wish I could enjoy that if I knew it a little bit more, but I don't know it. Those moms put themselves in their children's life, which is great. So those children are going to grow up with a whole other experience than myself with my daughter, who's had a mom like me, right? Who's a Bronx mom. So it's a little different. And then that came with all of those issues that you have when you were raised by my parents. And then you have moms that they're like, whatever, I'm a hippie and you're coming with me, honey. You're not going to school. You're coming with me and we're going to learn school with life. I wish I had a mom like that, to be honest with you. It is a very tough job. Then you have to hear the feedback from your children when they get older. And you can't go back to that. It's done. You have to deal with what you've heard or if there were any consequences, but there's no going back. But you can just always be the best that you can be at the moment of where you are.
It's different being a dad, especially at that time when my kids are young. I was focusing on my career.
Right.
So that meant that I did all of the traveling for work. When my son was born, I didn't see him until the weekends.
Right.
For the first 2 years of his life while my wife was alone taking care of. It's hard.
It is hard. And I'm sure there's a story there too. It's not necessarily a bad story. It's an honest story. And that is life. So you just have to manage it in the best way that you can, in the most healthiest way that you can. So here we go.
We put this down because we're not sponsored by Celsius.
By Celsius.
I never drank energy drinks.
No.
My thing was just coffee, black coffee every day.
Right.
Dunkin'. I'm from
Me
New York.
too, but shit, I'm a Starbucks girl, man.
You don't like coffee then?
I do like coffee. I just don't like
It's not
Dunkin'.
coffee.
Dunkin' is for
Starbucks.
donuts. All of a sudden, when
Starbucks
Starbucks
is
came
like
out,
that.
right? All of a sudden, Dunkin' wanted to come up with the... Dunkin' is a Dunkin' with a donut with coffee that's just water y coffee and coffee. Starbucks has all the different kind of coffee.
How do you drink
And if
it?
it's a California
wait,
thing, let it be.
How do you drink it?
I drink many. I have
Do
no
you
foam
drink it
lattes.
black?
Only if it's Bustelo.
No.
Or
Do you
Turkish
drink
coffee.
Starbucks black?
No.
You know why? Because it tastes like shit. Because it doesn't taste good. It does.
But I'm not a black coffee drinker.
Well, there you go.
You want to have a
You
little
don't
bit of a
like-
migraine.
you like
I have a strong
dessert.
little black, an espresso. Espresso. Espérate
Yeah,
un
but
momentito.
it's not. You're not getting espresso from
But
Starbucks.
when you say black coffee, you can have an espresso, which is cafe negro.
yeah, you
right?
get that from Starbucks.
Yes,
Just
you
straight
can.
up, like just drink it black.
A little shot of coffee. Yeah, you don't have like a cup of black coffee.
That's what I have.
Wow. The Middle Easterners,
Oh.
they have really strong.
The
Coffee.
coffee you heat it with sand.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
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 With
Have you ever
sand.
had like Middle Eastern coffee, Turkish coffee? It is
They put it on
so.
sand. Have you seen it done?
No, I don't think I have.
It's a plate with sand, hot
Right.
sand.
Right.
They have this cup. I don't know what material is made out of, but it with a stem. And then they heat it up in the sand, and then it foams up, and then they take it off, let it cool down, and put it back, and they just keep doing that. So interesting. And I've been saying right a lot too, just
Oh,
like
have you? I know. I've been saying it a lot.
You messed me up.
I think I got like
now
547.
I'm saying it because of you.
I'm sorry.
Right. So then I've been changing it up to
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's true.
Sure. I'm gonna go right. Right. Matthew McConaughey, right? Right. Is that what? All right. We are now coming to the end. Finish this sentence for me. The bravest thing that you have ever done is...
Joining my first acting class.
Yeah.
Almost pooping my pants while I'm there.
And whoever knew?
Terrified.
Yeah, whoever knew.
Yeah, people say you can't tell. I feel like you could tell.
Yeah, right.
But it's all internal. Just got to put yourself in that situation over and over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
Less fear.
Yeah. I do recall thinking, knowing that you were from New York, I was like, man, I wonder what schools he went to in New York. So good. I wonder what his experience is. Right.
It's
I wonder what
life
he's done.
Experience, honey. Life experience.
Life experience. Oh, honey.
Nothing beats that.
For those who actually know me, I have some wonderful life experiences.
Yeah.
And that is what we actually draw from when it comes to acting.
Right. Fear-wise, there's a phrase, you won't have the chance to be brave if you're not afraid.
If you're not afraid. Yeah.
It's okay to be afraid.
It is so okay to be afraid.
It gives you an opportunity to be brave.
Yeah, it really does. I believe when I am in a state of fear, I do know I am learning something.
Right.
I am in the moment of learning something. Right?
Right.
Brooklyn, in 3 words.
Diverse. Lots of life experiences. Home. We'll always have.
That's the one word I was hoping you would actually say. Yay! Now,
That's
California's our home.
Yes.
I would imagine when we are posting what we're doing out there and we've got our support system clapping for us on the outside. Not us, not our little tribe, but your outside tribe. And they're like, oh my God, Ray, you're awesome. Oh my God, fabulous. You're doing it. Do you find yourself ever taking away from what they are handing to you? Do you graciously say thank you? Or do you kind of downplay it a little bit? Is it too much for you to accept?
This is probably something that I would always have internally. You always feel like the praise that you're getting, you're not good enough for that. You did amazing. You're like, yeah, but I could have done X, Y, and Z. You're your biggest critic, right?
Right. What do we say to those actors who are starting just like us, but who don't live in the states that we do? What do we say to them to let them know your student film or whatever it is that you're doing, it is enough, and not to take away from that?
So first, we'll touch on location. You can put everything online now, which is amazing. So it doesn't really matter where you are.
Right.
Everyone could see that. Your physical location, you're probably limited to the agencies that you would get unless you go to other locations. But a lot of agents, if they see that you would do well, they'll bring you on anyway, regardless of
where you're located.
Where your location.
Right.
I know people who have agents in New York and they live here.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Right?
Or Hawaii.
Don't let location be your limiting factor.
Right.
It's all about doing it every day, putting your heart into it. Who cares? Who cares what people think?
Right.
If you feel like you're getting better and progressing, that's all that really matters.
That's all that matters. Just be in it.
Yeah. Some of the work that people have done, they don't like it themselves, but other people see it and they're like, this is amazing. It opens up opportunities for them in the future. Even at the end, it doesn't work out. All the things that you've learned that you could apply to anything else that you do, that's success. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Thank you. It was fun, right?
Yeah.
I love this little thing that I'm doing.
Great.
All righty. Well, I think that's it. Do you have anything else that you want us to touch on or say or anything at all?
If it scares you, then you're in the right place.
That's it.
That's what you need to be doing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yay. Then I'm in the right place.
Thank you.
Thank you, Boricua.
He's shaking my hand. Yeah.
You know, we love the camera.
Hey.
Hey, look at it. He's learning. Tú con él.
Frankie Ruiz.
Ajá. Hey. Ajá. Uhuya.
Un sabio que está huyendo, un sabio que espero, le digo no tengas